preachers, we're so busy trying to make sure that the people get the word on, and I'll pour out everything, to make sure what the Lord said, make sure that because I'm up under the sound of my voice, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. That I'm underneath the sound of my own voice, and this word for me too. So point at somebody, tell them this is it. All right. The problem in church, the problem in your life, most of us, you get to a place in your walk with God that you get to a place where you say, you know what, I'm settled in my walk with God. There's some things that the enemy will try to present to you, and it won't even faze you. Get to a place where there's certain flesh things that'll come up, and he'll try to. But the thing that the devil uses against us is, what about when you really are settled down in your walk with God? One of the things that he uses against you as people of God is time. And the longer you have to wait for something, you can get frustrated to the place that after a while you'll just quit. And oftentimes we tell people that the first step on your way somewhere is the hardest step, the beginning step. But today I would like to maybe argue with that point, because oftentimes once you get started, one of the hardest things to do is to get started. But I think it's a harder thing to finish. To contend and to keep going. And so many young people, they start college, and even in orientation, they'll tell you, look to your right, look to your left, and there's going to be some people that are not going to graduate. In other words, there's going to be some people that on their way to their destination, they'll get almost all the way there and they'll quit. I come this morning because there's a spirit of weariness on the people of God, because you've been praying for some things and it looks like it's just not going to happen. You fasted and you prayed and all you feel is hungry. You spoke to the mountain and said, be thou removed and cast into the midst of the sea, and the mountain has not gone anywhere. You spoke to the devil, said, get thee behind me. And instead of him doing what you commanded him to do, he's walked up in your face and said, where is your God? You've called for angelic assistance, and all of a sudden, instead of you feeling the emissaries of heaven and the warfare angels of heaven, all of a sudden it looked like every devil from the pits of hell come and surround you. I don't know if it looked like the word that God has spoken over your life, what's happening in your life is diametrically opposed to the mantle that's on your life. God is telling you that you're the head, but you feel like you're the tail. He's saying that you're above, but you feel like you're beneath. You say that you're the apple of his eye. You go like, God, do you even see me? One of the prophecies that the Lord had me to keep speaking into the people's ear, especially when we were in the dark, God kept telling me to tell the people that you are not invisible. So the Lord is the devil has sent a wave and made the people believe that you're going through all of these things and you're praying, and God has turned a deaf ear. And so it's one thing, because usually when we go through a test and a trial, most people have Facebook prayer life. What's Facebook prayer life? Facebook prayer life is that the moment that I first see it, y'all, maybe I'll click on there. It says I'm praying for you, but because status has changed and because our attention spans are so short, maybe people will pray with you for a few days. Maybe they'll pray with you for a few weeks, y'all. But after a while, your drama and your trauma and what you're going through is replaced by the next status, y'all. And oftentimes you go, and after a while, you go through something for a long period of time. Those of us that have been caretakers, y'all, for people, after a while, people stop praying because it's not an emergency. It's not the latest news. And so time is used against us, because after a while, we fade off into obscurity. We fade off, and after a while, folks stop praying. Because it's not the latest thing. Because surely after a while you go through something, and after a while it lasts for so long that people begin to say, you know what, you just need to adjust and accept that this is going to be your plight for the rest of your life. I'm on the way somewhere. Y'all stay with me just a second. So here it is. The people of God find themselves in captivity. Y'all, they've been there. As a matter of fact, they had been in captivity for so long that they had slave mentality. And even when we begin to even think about the Emancipation Proclamation and the release, the word had become, so even in America that the slaves would be released, there were many people that heard the Emancipation Proclamation that had been placed into law, that all the slaves were free, but because people had mental assent to the chains, though the word of release had come, the people stayed on the plantations. Y'all don't they stayed on the plantations simply because they heard the word, but their minds were still bound. And it's a bad thing when you got a freeing word, but your mind is bound. So God got to deal with your mind first. And some people you'll even take off the plantation, y'all, and their mind is it was better back at Massa House. Y'all quiet. It was better back in captivity. It was better back there. At least I know I get 3 squares, y'all. And freedom means that I have to go into a place that I don't understand it, but it's got to be something better. But some of us will go back into that which is familiar to us. We'll go back to that which is familiar, then to go out and have a Star Trek moment and go someplace that no man has ever gone before. So as we go through the text here, look, I'm trying to give you a foundation so we can get to where it is that we've got to go. And so Moses comes along. The Lord sends him to send forth deliverance to the people of God. And it's time for them to get up out of captivity. The plagues had come. Y'all still with the plagues had come, and every time the plagues would come, Pharaoh's heart would become hardened. It would become more and more. I don't know if there's some people that when the Lord starts getting ready to give you a word of release, telling you it's time for you to get out of there. What begins to happen first of all, is that the closer you get to deliverance, the harder it's going to get. I don't want you to think that you're going to get a freeing word and that you're not going to have to fight and earnestly contend for your deliverance. But I want to let you know that there's some plagues that will precede your deliverance. Y'all, come on, stay with me just a second. And then so finally after the death angel comes in and wipes out all those that did not have the blood on the door. Y'all, we're going to have to get to a place, I know, we want to be bloodless people. We're going to act like, no, Christianity is a bloody religion. It's a bloody faith. The only way you can get in here and operate in here, you got to have the blood. You got to be washed in the blood. You got to be washed by the blood. You got to be justified by the blood, cleansed by the blood, sanctified by the blood. It's a blood. So if there's no covering on your door, on your kids, on your finances, on your health, I want to let you know that do not walk around here and think that we're just going to have a little drop somewhere. No, God, I need to be covered from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, God. Lord, everything about me got to be blood in order that I may survive, Lord. Lord, cover my eyes that I may see what you would want me to see. God, get in my ear so I would hear what you would have me to hear. God, have the blood on my heart that my heart may be pure. Lord, be in my spirit. Lord, let the blood, Lord, lead me, guide me, direct me, safeguard my soul. Lord, order my steps. Lord, let blood be all on my feet. Y'all quiet. Lord, let there be blood all in my house that the devil would not be able to penetrate and permeate the atmosphere. The problem that we are, there's not enough blood in your life, and you're gonna have to get to a place where you don't just have speak the blood, but you got to plead the blood, y'all. Because first of all, can I stop there just for a moment? Because if you plead innocent when you talk to God, where are my lawyers? If you plead innocent, all of the evidence that is stacked up against you, look from the the very foundation of the world. Look, you can't plead innocent. If you plead guilty, y'all quiet. If you plead guilty because of the evidence, you're going to go to jail anyway. Y'all don't hear me. So I can't plead innocent because I'm lying. I can't plead guilty because I'm already condemned. The only thing that a saint can plead is I plead the blood of Jesus. And we got to get back to the place where we start pleading the blood over our circumstance. God, I know that based upon who it is that I am and what it is that I've done and the things that are happening around my life and the devils that are assigned to my life. But the only thing that the people of God will have to get back to, I know that y'all act like it's archaic, but we're going to get back to the situation when them old church brothers, they will walk through the atmosphere and say, I plead the blood of Jesus, the blood right now, the blood prevail. And so they begin to put the blood on, and the blood covered. It preserved their lives. But Pharaoh's son died. I'm going to let you go now. Yeah. I'm getting ready to get in somebody's life. Getting ready to get in somebody's business, not business. You said you had a degree in English, yes, but when I'm preaching, I use ebonics for emphasis. Getting somebody's business. You stay with me. Here it is, they're getting ready to leave. Some people have been in abusive relationships. And you find yourself dealing with a stalker, on the way somewhere. And then they'll tell you, look, they don't want you, but they don't want nobody else to have you either. All they want to do is mess with you and mess over you, y'all. And so after a while they tell you, get you in your little stuff and get on up out of here, because I know you look, and they kick you up out of the house. But when they are a stalker, or even when you decide, look, I'm leaving you, y'all, because you've abused me enough. You've hurt me too many times. I don't have to live like this. My mama, with my girls, my mama didn't raise us to be beaten and cheat on. Y'all quiet, y'all quiet. That's not what. You're not raised to be a punching bag. You're not raised to be slammed upside the wall. So it's time for you to bust a move, and you start leaving out in that joker, that no count, breath and bridges. Yeah, I got the mic now. Y'all fix it later. See there, because when it's an abusive kind of person, and when they find out that you have left the premises, they go into a bloody rage. They say, I don't know where they are, but I'm getting ready to go after them because I'm going to kill them. I come to let y'all know that spiritually, there's been a word of release that's happened in this house. There's been a word. We got free in the dark. Y'all quiet. But I come, the Lord woke me up early this morning to let you know that there's a stalker. The devil is upset that folk got a release in the dark. That they said, Lord, I say yes to you. And some of us and we almost pre-program people at the end of the revival. We like to tell them, well, the Lord blessed you. Expect the devil, and we should expect backlash attack. But we should never ever make people think that God is a God that gives us a blessing, that he only going to allow the devil to override and take it back. We have to get to a place to understand that the devil does have power, but God has all of the power. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. We almost pump God out and make him to be weak, obsequious, anorexic, and frail. Y'all, we want to act like somehow or another he's not the omnipotent King of Kings, and that when he gives you a word of release, that he didn't really mean what he says. So the Lord said to me this morning, he said, let the people know that you got delivered, but the stalker, he's on your trail. He's upset that you got out of Egypt. He's upset that you got free. He's upset that you left some things behind. You left some mess behind. Yes, he is. And he's on your trail this morning. And look, I want y'all to get to a place. And when you start singing, the devil behind you. Most of us begin to say, well, maybe the deliverance wasn't worth it. Maybe I should go back to that old joker. Maybe I should go back to sin because it's easier to go. Look, I understand sin. I understand sin's cycle. I understand what Satan's agenda is. I know what's required of me. Maybe it's better if you got a boyfriend that was paying your rent. Y'all quiet, and all of a sudden you walk away from him. You begin to say, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent now. Now that Jody, now that Hassan, I broke up with him the other night in the dark. How am I going to pay the rent? Maybe, look, I'm in the text because when they begin to see Egypt coming behind them, all of a sudden they begin to murmur and complain. They got a word from Pharaoh saying, get up out of here, take all of your stuff, take the riches. Y'all didn't even hear that. They didn't even leave out just empty-handed. But when Pharaoh sent them out, they went out with the treasures of Egypt, and all of a sudden Pharaoh gets upset, said, I'm coming after you. And the people, instead of them saying, the same God that allowed Pharaoh to give the edict to release us, surely he's not going to let him chase us and destroy us. But out of their own mouth they said that it was better for us back in slavery, it was better for us back in bondage. But I come with a word from the Lord. I want you to know that your deliverance is better than any demon, that your victory is better than your quiet, than any bondage. I want you to understand that even if it's fresh, even if you don't know how God's going to do it, I want you to know that he's going to do it. You don't have to figure out how he's going to pay your bills, how you're going to walk celibate, how you're going to walk without a high, without a low, y'all, without getting drunk. But I want to let you know that God sent a deliverance to the people of God, and here comes the stock. He's on your trail, y'all. Look here, it says, is not this the word, y'all, that we did tell you in Egypt, saying, let us alone. I'm comfortable. I don't have to pray in Egypt. I ain't got to go on this fast Bishop talking about in Egypt, y'all. I don't have to consecrate. I can do whatever I want to do. I can snap off and tell folk off. I can cuss in Egypt. I can sleep with who I want to sleep with in Egypt. Let me alone. But the Lord sent a little pigeon-toed preacher from New Jersey to come here and wrestle with you, and said, no, the Lord sent me here not to leave you alone. I'm going to chase you and pull you and let you know that it's not worth backsliding. The only thing that's back there is more bondage, is more trouble. Don't think that you're going to leave from the devil and go back to the devil, and it's going to be the same level of bondage. Look, whenever you go back to him, it's always worse when you go, y'all. It's always worse when you go back. I come to mess with you. I come to let you know I'm not going to leave you alone. Almost where I've got to go. Fear not. Yeah. It was better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness. Can I? Look, I done got radical in I'm not old, but I'm older. I done got radical. I would rather die in the wilderness with God than to live in bondage in Egypt. Y'all messing me up. If I got to, I'd rather have a wilderness experience and be in his presence in the wilderness than to ever go back. Slap somebody next to you and tell them, don't go back. It's not worth it. Don't go back. He gonna kill you. Don't go back. He He gonna torture you. Don't go back. He gonna mess you up. Don't go back. Y'all quiet. I come to let you know it's not worth it. You work too hard to get your deliverance. For you to just turn an about face and go back to vomit. Go back to filth. Go back to the pig pit. Look, tell your neighbor, whatever you do, don't go back. All right. Moses starts talking to the people. This is interesting to me, and I'm going to get out your way. It says, he tells them, fear not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. He's going to show it to you. What I love is that it doesn't even say today. Yeah. It says today. Yeah. Look, masters, one of the reasons why I love to hear Bishop preach, I watch your stream. I don't say nothing, but I watch your stream. I don't. But one of the mastery and breakthroughs, what separates the men from the boys and the girls from the women in ministry is seeing a big revelation in a small place. All right. He doesn't say he's going to do it today. He says, I'm going to do it today. Yeah. All right. In other words, he's getting ready. We were other night. Y'all, this messed me up. I got stuck right here. In other words, we were sitting there in the dark the other night. But God, the deliverance God is getting ready to give us, he's going to take us from the night to I don't care how dark it's been in your life. It's not just a one moment, just a few hour occurrence. In other words, God is saying to you, I'm getting ready, this is getting ready to be a season shift. Getting ready to be a life shift. I'm getting ready to take you from the darkest season to death. Y'all catch me. We get ready to go from the dark to the light. Go from the bottom to the top. Y'all ain't acting right. We're going from feeling defeated to not just conqueror, but more than conqueror. We're going to death. In other words, God getting ready to send forth a season of joy. It's getting ready to be a supernatural shift. We're going somewhere. God getting ready to break this thing off. And it's not just going to be broken off for part of a time. He's not going to give you a piece of a part of a deliverance. He's not just going to let you taste a little bit of it. No, tell your neighbor, this is it. The thing you've been praying for. Look, this is it. This is not just going to be a small breakthrough. This is a master breakthrough. God is getting ready to do something. He's getting ready to look. We're not going to crush lower level demons. We're not going to crush some of the stuff. The Bible says that the enemy that you see today, y'all ain't acting right. I want you to know we going today. Grab your neighbor, tell them pack your stuff. No more pity party. No more sorrow. No more crying. Wipe your eyes. We're going today. We've been in darkness. We've been in Egypt. We've been in bondage. We've been in midnight long enough. It's time for us to go to hallelujah. Hey. Now we're going to. Now. Tell them it's a master breakthrough. How do you know? Because the master going to do the breaking. Hallelujah. If I was doing it by myself, maybe I could break up some things. He said, but the Lord, y'all ain't acting right. I don't even have to pray. I want to speak to this, speak to now. I've been praying. I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove to you what he said. He said, the Lord shall fight for you.
Yes. Yeah.
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 Tell your neighbor, you don't have to fight this one.
You have to fight this one. My God.
We get ready to go into consecration, and I know that the devil want to make you feel like what's consecration for, but no. The reason why we're going into consecration, we can separate ourselves, dedicate ourselves. But I want you to know, before we go on consecration, tell 3 people the fight is fixed. Look, I'm giving this as a sacrifice. I'm letting this time, but look, when we go into it, and that's why you're not even going to worry about the food that you're leaving behind. Look, it ain't, look, God, you already promised me. You already said before I even get into this. Look, that's why God is sending this word the week of consecration. He wants y'all to know that y'all not just beating against the air. That is not just for nothing. God wants you to understand that He is going to fight it for you. This one gets interesting. And ye shall hold your peace.
Right.
Now this gets good. This confused me this morning. Yeah. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, Wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak unto the children. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't say anywhere in here that Moses is talking to God. Moses is talking to the people. Yeah. He's giving them a word from the Lord. Yeah. But in the middle of that, God talks to Moses and said, why are you crying to me? In other words, there's sometimes, can I have an honest preacher moment? There's sometimes when God has given us a word for the people. And while we're giving the word to the people inside of our soul, because we know that we're responsible for the victory for the people. And because there's some things that the devil is doing to us in our private lives, we got a word for the people, but there's a cry, y'all quiet. There's a cry on the inside. Have you ever had a word for somebody and you speaking victory to that person, but on the inside you go like, God, I know you're going to take them to victory, but what about me? Y'all quiet. Sometimes we're preachers, y'all better get on up off of there. There's some time when you give and you know that God gave you a word and said that God get ready to turn everything around. But on the inside of you, because you've been dealing with so much hellishness, because it looks like what you're dealing with is an impossibility, the Lord began to speak to Moses. Look, he don't put his stuff on blast, but he speaks to Moses' spirit and he lets him know. He said, stop crying. Y'all quiet. Stop crying to me and speak to the people. I want to talk to the folk that got a word for everybody else, and you believe God for everybody else, but you don't think that God's going to deliver you to. Tell somebody next to you, tell them stop crying, for the same word that came out of your mouth that said victory for everybody else, God getting ready to send a boomerang. And when he sent a word of victory, because you're up underneath the sound of the prophetic word, it means that when I say victory and God is going to bless you, guess what it means? God's going to bless me too. Y'all ain't acting right. Tell your neighbor, stop crying. Speak to the children. We getting ready to get up out of here. We getting ready to move. Because in the leader or in the praiser or the prophet is in a place of crying, look, the people will start to move. And they will say, why are you not moving? Why are you not going forward? But the Lord sent a word. The master for this revival is that it's time for us to go forward. And I need to everybody get your handkerchief. I don't care what the devil has been doing to you. Wipe your eyes. Stop crying. Tell everybody next to you, it's time for us to move. We've been stuck here long a Johnson blessing, y'all. It's not just an artist blessing. Look, everybody in Gospel Tabernacle, everybody under the sound of my voice, got to understand we've been contending with an Egyptian that's behind us for a long time. But I come with a word from the Lord to let you know that we're not just close to it. Look, this is it. I wish it was on the other side of the microphone, because this little girl is preaching today. I would show you how to act, but if this is it, because you don't know the hellishness that's going on back in New Jersey. But when I tell you, this is it, God is getting ready to bring about a final victory. I didn't say final. God said there's going to be a final. Hold on, let me help you. Let me help you with my boxing fans. When those guys would beat somebody, even while the guy was toe up, they had to cut it open for him to see. I mean, I'm one of really bad battles. And with lip all busted up. But he was standing there, look, I know you beat me this time. But right now, I'm asking for a rematch. Tell your neighbor, God gonna beat your enemy so much, he gonna beat him so decisively, there ain't gonna be no rematch. He ain't gonna have no mouth to say nothing with. Y'all ain't acting right. God wants you to know that when you win this time, it's gonna be a final. Cause the enemy that you see today, you're not gonna see him anymore. Tell your spirit, this is it. Hallelujah! This is it! No. Tell the devil, this is it! Hallelujah! How doing, Mama? All right? Yeah. This is it. The Lord's gonna fight for you. Ask your neighbor quick, I'm almost done. Ask them, what's in your hand?
What's in your hand? What's in your hand?
Yeah. What's
in your hand?
What's in your hand? Nobody came in church today empty-handed. What's in your hand? I don't care if you don't have 2 dimes to rub together. What's in your hand? Yeah. Y'all ain't acting right. I don't care if the diagnosis said that it's over. 4th stage, I don't care. What's in your hand? The rod of God. Mensa, y'all, is in your hand. In other words, I lean on it. The rod and thy staff, y'all. In other words, I lean on it and I point, y'all. When I get in trouble, I lean in. And then when I need what I need, I stretch it out, y'all. So anybody that came in church, y'all, look, what's in your hand will be enough when your strength looks like it's almost over, y'all. You can lean on it. Tell them this is going to be a faint-free season. Y'all there? Because we put it. I don't care what the devil tried to do. Look, lean on it. But after all, the God said, what's in your hand? The same rod. That look, he gave, his father-in-law gave it to him. The same rod that turned from a rod into a snake, back into a rod. The same rod that he said, look up and live, y'all. The same rod that ate up the snake of the Egyptians. The same rod. God wants you to understand that the rod of God, the power of God, the might of God, all he's waiting for you to do is lift it up and stretch it forth. But what is it? Tell your neighbor it's your praise. Y'all got 60 seconds to lift it up and stretch it out. Because this is right. I need my praising shoes. Y'all want to hear what I'm saying? Thou shalt trample on the lion and the adder, the young lion. I feel like trampling. Sometimes you see the saints shouting and you think they shouting. They ain't really shouting. They trampling. Why? Because there's some stuff up underneath their feet. And every time they put their foot down, look, they get the final. Y'all ain't acting right. God said when you praise, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. So God said when you stretch out your praise, and I'm done. Because water in the Bible, in this instance, means trouble.
Right.
And the Red Sea was called the Red Sea because nothing would live in it. Nothing.
But the blood.
Nothing lives in the Red Sea.
That's right.
Y'all will catch it in a second. Nothing lives
In the Red Sea.
in the Red Sea. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilch. Nothing lives in the Red Sea. It's a place of death, but it's also when it's us, because we cover it, y'all. When you put your rod out, God wants you to understand the victory that's coming to you is going to be so complete. Tell your neighbor, you ain't even going to get your feet wet.
You ain't gonna get your feet wet.
None of the trouble. Y'all, because the water, y'all ain't acting right. If you just stretch it out in the direction of the thing that you look like you just can't get upon. If you just, God said, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna divide it. And you gonna walk across on dry.
Dry land.
Y'all still ain't acting. My feet ain't gonna get wet. I'm not gonna step in no puddles, y'all. Won't hit no splish or no splash. You're gonna completely and totally give you a complete victory. And I'm gonna walk
Hallelujah.
on dry. God, Jehovah Ruach blew something out of his nostril, y'all. And said, and the water,
Yeah.
the anointing was so great that the water said, who is like our God? And it stood up. Say, you're Jehovah. I know that it's my custom. As water, I'm supposed to flow down. But the King of Glory has stepped in the water. And I got to step back. I got to worship y'all. Y'all ain't acting right. Look, and the saints were just walking through. I don't believe the Ten Commandments version at all. They just walking through all nonchalant. I believe in me and Sabrina was walking through and water that was laying down. Our first reaction, TJ, would have been like,
Right.
and she'd be hitting me and I'd be hitting her. And after a while, Mom Johnson would hit us in the back and say, the Lord done made a way. You know right now, while the water's doing what it ain't supposed to do, y'all better get on up out of here. I come with a word in my mouth to let you know that the nostrils of God have blown. That's your situation. And if you know like I know, you better get on up out of here. Smack him in the back and say, walk across. It's dry land. Walk across. Get up out of here. Deliverance time. Put him in the back. Say you've been stuck in the same place for too long. It's time to move. It's time to move forward. It's time for deliverance. It's in the house. Get out of here. The water is standing up because they're pulling held your blessing. And y'all ain't acting right. He said, and just blew it out of the way. It's a big thing to me. My Red Sea is a big thing, but it's just a nostril blow. When you're dealing with a stalker, and I'm done.
My God.
Your stalker is so crazy
My God.
that he thinks
My God.
that the God that you serve
My God.
and the water that stood up
My God.
in reference to the Bishop of Bishops,
My God.
to the King of Glory.
My God.
He thinks that the water gonna stand up long enough for him to come after you.
My Jesus.
The way that the Lord made for you, that he gonna keep it open. Y'all gonna hear me. He gonna keep it open long enough for the devil that's after you to come into your miracle, to come into your miraculous moment and kill you in the middle of your miracle, in the middle of your way. Because Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So Jesus stepped into the middle of the water and said, come on, let's go. But afterward, when the devil, I said, nothing lives in the Red Sea. Y'all ain't acting right. I said nothing, nobody lives in the Red Sea. In other words, God is getting ready to make it a geographical. He gonna put the devil in a dying place. And when the water comes down, look, y'all ain't acting right. Nothing. Nobody lives in the Red Sea. So what God is getting ready to do, tell your neighbor, this is it. The devil is standing in the middle of the way that God provided for you, because God put them in the right place, because the waters are getting ready to come down, because nothing lives in the Red Sea. The Red Sea is the blood. So if you walk across and the devil said you had cancer, when God closes up the water, the cancer is going to be gone. But nothing that's coming against the saint lives in the Red Sea. If it was death chasing you, good y'all, boy, I want you to know that nothing lives in the Red Sea. God, get ready to close it. Tell free people, this is it. It's over. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We having an Egyptian funeral today. This is it. Everybody walk your feet. Hallelujah. If you praise God, if you just praise Him, that's all He wants you to do. Stretch it out. He said, if you praise me, I'll open it up. I'll make a way for you.
Yeah.
And I'll use the same passageway to kill what's chasing you. I don't know about you, but I hear the sound of stalkers drowning, y'all. It's over. It's over. When they showed you in the film, you saw wagon wheels floating in the water. I want to tell y'all, that's not true. Because when the waters came down and the hand of God came down, He smashed it. He obliterated it. There was nothing. When I say nothing lives everything I've been chasing out. God, it's not just going to drown. He's going to destroy it once and for all.
Woo! Glory! Hallelujah!
He said, all you got to do,
Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus.
all you got to do is praise him. Stop looking back. Mantle for the revival, it's time to go forward, y'all. But you don't know how crazy the devil is. They want me dead. They want to kill me. Tell your neighbor, don't look back.
Don't look back.
Tell them, come go with me, I'm going forward. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go forward.
Because this really is it. This enemy, I don't care what, hit me, and we're going to pray. One of the most frustrating things for the saints, we have a big shout when we cross over from one year to the next year. And right about now, this was the perfect time for the revival. Because usually after a couple of days, after people go, well, it's a new year, but I'm dealing with an old enemy. Something followed me from 2016 over into 2017. And the devil would have you to believe that God is not with you and he's not for you. So just before we go into February, y'all ain't acting right. Some of y'all know that I shouted. No, the Lord said, what I told you New Year's Eve, I come back to let you know it's not just over. It's over. It's final. It's finished. And the only way, look, if you really want to close this thing off once, you want to seal the deal for real, you need to give God. I'm walking through the Red Sea, but while I'm walking through, I know that whatever's chasing me, when I get on the other side, look, you won't kill it today. Not tomorrow. Where you going? You going to? Only way you get there, you got to praise too. All right, come on. Put your hands up just for a few moments. And close your eyes. And be honest about your Egyptian. What is it that chased you? What is it that the devil telling you that you'll never ever be free from?